Hey everyone, it's your boy Monderspeed bringing you another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Carmelo Anthony and that news that's going on there. One of the major news out there is that the New York Knicks are looking to trade Carmelo. And part of the reason for that is the Knicks have not been doing as well as they thought they would. Knicks currently sit 11th in the East and are 3 games back of a playoff spot. And looking at how they're playing right now and some of the losses that they're taking, it looks like they are more than likely not going to make the playoffs. And they're looking to trade Melo to turn the page and kind of go into rebuild mode and look at building their team around Kristaps Porzingis. But looking at things right now, I mean, it's going to be very difficult for the Knicks to trade Melo, just given the fact of what's going on. Carmelo's having a pretty down year right now. Defensively, he's not playing well, and his numbers pretty much across the board are not, Melo-esque. Despite the fact that he's still taking the same amount of shots that he's usually taking, like they just aren't. They're down for the most part, and it's going to be very difficult for the Knicks to trade Melo. They're looking at 3 teams right now: the Cavs, the Clips, and the Celtics, and it's going to be very difficult to get a trade from those 3 teams. Now, the Cavs have reportedly already said that they're not going to be making a trade at all. The Knicks wanted Kevin Love, and they were going to send over Melo. But again, if you're the Cavs right now and you're looking at that, you're not going to make that trade. And part of the reason for that is it took so long for Kevin Love to get used to the system and start playing as well as he is right now. And to bring in Melo, who's more of like a ball stopper, an isolation player, it's going to be difficult again to build that chemistry. And it may even take longer with Melo just because of his playstyle and how long he's been in the league. So just looking at that, more than likely not going to happen. And now looking at the other teams, looking at the Clips, again, I just don't see it happening. Now, if a trade did happen, it would more than likely involve Jamal Crawford and Austin Rivers. But if you're the Clips, you're doing pretty well right now in the West. You're in a playoff spot. You got 30 wins right now. And you're probably not looking to bring in Carmelo again. He's going to do something similar to what he would do in the Cavs, that ability with chemistry. And, the Clips are having a lot of injury woes right now. They just got back Blake Griffin, and they're still waiting for Chris Paul to come back. So right now, I think if you're the Clippers, you're probably not looking to make this trade. You're probably looking to wait and see and wait until seeing when you're healthy and then go from there. Maybe make the trade down the line if things looking good, but honestly, you're in a playoff spot right now. They're more than likely not going to do it. Last but not least, the Celtics. Now, the Celtics are kind of interesting. Now, they are in a playoff spot. They're third in the East, but they have assets. And they could make this trade without hurting them that much. So the potential trade I have in mind would involve Amir Johnson, Jaylen Brown, as well as Marcus Smart. And in this trade, essentially what the Knicks would do, you trade Melo, and then what you could also do is trade Derrick Rose later on and just go full rebuild and just get back assets, acquire back assets. So essentially, Marcus Smart would be your starting point guard going forward, and then you just acquire more assets for the future and then just go in full rebuild mode. Because they got pieces there in New York. Just got to start using them. But again, if you're the Celtics right now, they're probably not going to make this trade. Marcus Smart right now is their backup point guard. The Celtics are still waiting for Avery Bradley to come back. So looking at that, could they make the trade? It's not going to happen now. But if they make the trade, it will probably be during closer to the trade deadline. But honestly speaking, given the fact that Avery Bradley has been injury prone this season with his Achilles, I don't see them making that trade either. And even if you look at other combinations with the Celtics, I just don't see it happening. Another trade I saw was maybe Amir Johnson, Jaylen Brown, and maybe Jonas Jerebko. But again, I just don't see that happening because if you're the New York Knicks, you're kind of looking at that and kind of being like, I don't know, this just doesn't make much sense, right? You're not really acquiring a lot of pieces that are going to help you in the future, right? Like Amir Johnson could leave, or probably not a player that is going to be there long term. And Jonas Jerebko probably won't be there that long as well. So it's probably not the best trade looking at that. So the Celtics, probably not going to happen either. But my thought on this overall is that if you're the Knicks right now, I think you should probably wait and see and try to do something to increase the value of Carmelo's stock right now, because it's pretty much at an all-time low. And maybe making other trades right now that will help make Carmelo look a bit better. Maybe making some other trades. Maybe trading Derrick Rose just to kind of get a player that can maybe help out, with playmaking and stuff like that with Carmelo. Maybe something like that, just to increase Melo's stock, and then trading him maybe in the offseason during the draft or sometime after that, just during the offseason, and then going from there, just to get his stock up and just so that teams are more enticed to look at trading for Melo. Because right now, if you're another team, it's really hard to take Melo right now. He's already established his play style. He's a ball stopper. He's an isolation player, and a lot of teams are looking to step away from that. So it's really difficult to trade for Melo because he may just mess up the chemistry on your team. So right now, I think if you're the Knicks, just try to increase his value for the offseason and then just make the trade there. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you think I'm crazy, if the Knicks shouldn't wait. Maybe they should pull the trigger. Maybe the teams that I've just mentioned, those three teams, the Clips, the Cavs, and the Celtics, maybe they would make that trade. Let me know down below. So leave a comment down below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more content, subscribe to my channel. Anyways, folks, it's your boy Modern Speed signing off. Later, everyone.